Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And it's a lovely Thursday morning, as Paul would call it.
Friday Junior.
Paul, it's lovely to have you here again.
It's good to be on set on a Thursday. It's one of my favorite days because, like I always say, it's the Friday Junior. It's the start of the start of the weekend.
It's the start of the weekend for a lot of people.
And you know, one of the good things about this Thursday is that we are smack dead. Well, first of all, we're in September, which means this Thursday in particular, we're smack dead in between the 10th celebrations that went recently and the 21st celebrations. So what's exciting about this week and early next week and this weekend is that the celebrations continue.
It's a build up to the final.
Continue. Yeah. Right. I like that. So it's like the build up to the last lap. This is like the Bayman Avenue of Carnival, right? Avenue. Only that Bayman Avenue had a whole lot of controversy this year. We don't want to talk about that. But this is the Bayman Avenue of the September celebrations, and we're going down to the last lap. Next week, we're having the 21st celebrations. That's our Independence Day celebration.
Independence Day, right? Independence Day.
And it's going to be a lot to talk about where that is concerned. But as we build up to that, of course, last night, we want to talk about one of the things that's buzzing is the Belizean Patriots ceremony.
Yeah, the tribute to Belizean Patriots. It's National Honors and Awards ceremony. And I watched most of it, and I saw so many people being honored for their contributions. And as our Governor General puts it, just having or being Belizean. You know, I also saw one of my past primary school principal be honored.
Who's that? Do you remember her name?
Yeah, of course I remember my past principal. His name is Thomas Oliver, and he was honored with the Meritorious Service Award for his work in education. I didn't know that he was serving in education for almost 50 years, Paul.
Wow.
That's a lot of time.
Right. So you don't know these people, these patriots' stories, oftentimes when you encounter them, and how privileged you are to know them. And if only you would be able to get into their minds and kind of glean from some of their lessons in life and some of the challenges that they've been able to overcome. I know that Miss Agnes Arana as well-known educator. She's been in the education sector for more than 4 decades before retiring in 2000. I believe she was awarded as well and recognized for her contribution to education. I also know Mr. Alan Sharp.
Yes, I was going to say that.
Someone who is still involved in sports at the highest level, volleyball at the highest level in Belize. He was recognized for his contributions to sports as well. We always talk about giving people their flowers while they're alive. And so to see that this is being done, and I know this is an annual tradition, but it always warms my heart to see that we continue to give people their flowers. And for me as a young person, as Sabrina, it's inspiring.
Yeah.
It's inspiring to know that when and if we continue to work hard to serve our country, to serve our community, to leave a mark and to be selfless in our devotion, wherever it may be, education, sports, whatever, that in the future, things like this can come our way as well. And it's not that we're doing it for this. I'm sure a lot of these individuals didn't enter their fields and serve to receive an award.
Exactly, and that's what they said.
Right, and that's what they said. But at the end of the day, after years and years of dedication, it's inspiring to know as a young individual that these sorts of recognitions are there, and that they will or may or can come our way once we continue to keep our hands to the plow and continue to give up our time and service.
Excellent point, Paul. As I told you, I watched most of the presentation last night, and for each awardee, they had a very short video clip of them kind of giving their story and talking about receiving the award. And almost every one of them said that they're so humbled by the idea. They're humbled because of the work that they do, but they're humbled for receiving the award. This is not something that they did to receive an award, as you mentioned. It's just something that they were passionate about. But one award that I want to mention that was really, I think, heartwarming for everyone there was that of Doctors Kevin and Kenneth Guerra.
Yes.
And their contribution in the medical field, and especially during the COVID pandemic, their sons went on stage to receive the award.
That was emotional.
That was extremely emotional. As you know, they lost the battle to COVID-19. So just seeing the family up there receiving these awards for their fathers and the contributions that they made in the medical field, it was really, as you mentioned, emotional. Look at the pride on that son's face.
Right? That's beautiful.
That's the best memory you can carry as a child, knowing that your fathers were honored in that way, knowing that they left a legacy. And even after, they're able to celebrate their father's contribution.
They were brave men. I have to give it to them. And I'm glad their sons will know that about their fathers, that they were brave men, and that their services did not go unnoticed by their country. You know, they lost the battle to COVID while battling COVID. And saving others battling COVID. And so that's a good story. And I'm really glad to see it all come full circle in a ceremony like this. But Sab, we're going to switch topics a bit, because from, of course, celebrating all these wonderful patriots to celebrating an initiative that we've been talking about for some time now. It's been in the news, and that's all about taxing. Don't tax my femininity. And this was the centerpiece of last night's 5-point breakdown, which was put together by reporter Dwayne Moody. And the conversation was on period poverty. It's an interesting concept. I did not know that this whole idea of period poverty existed, actually, until our news director shared a piece in our group chat talking about which kind of gave some insight into period poverty and what period poverty is. And I sat back and I said, I never thought about the amount of young women out there currently that are unable to afford sanitary pads. And we're talking about, you always hear, this family is struggling to find food or afford food to put on the table, price of rice, price of chicken, unable to send their kids to school, can't afford the textbooks, the school bags, uniforms. But then when you think about it as well, a lot of these families have young girls themselves as women, mothers, who's already challenged financially with providing all of this. How about being able to afford and buy sanitary pads? And that's the whole idea behind, or the concept of period poverty, and initiatives that seek to end that whole period poverty. And I sat back and I said, wow, this is a huge deal. And so Dwayne Moody last night, he took us deep into what period poverty is and the initiatives that that Belize, the community and the government have been engaging in to end this scourge of period poverty.
Well, I mean, Paul, I'd say that was the center of Sadie Quetzal, the organizer of Don't Tax My Femininity. Period poverty would have been the center of her advocacy. And that's one of the reasons why she wanted the taxes to be removed. She spoke heavily about how people aren't able to afford sanitary products, feminine sanitary products, that is. And she spoke to the cost of these products, as well as teenagers in schools, perhaps not really understanding or being ashamed to speak about it as well. We're talking even male and female. So it's something that is sort of taboo. I remember even as a child growing up, if you go and you buy a pad, they'd give you it in
a bag,
in newspaper. They'd wrap it in newspaper, or they'd wrap it in brown paper. So, and that's just one part of the period stigma, the menstruation, the female menstruation stigma. So when we're talking period poverty, and as you rightly mentioned, the cost of living now growing, the state of inflation, ultimately, these products are also rising in cost, and it's not something that we get to choose if we want to use them. We have to use them every month. And that's not only pads, you know, there's options like tampons, which are also very much more expensive. But ultimately, I really appreciated the 5-point breakdown, especially from a man.
Right.
Because that was a conversation that we were having in the newsroom. Dwayne was saying, you know, am I supposed to be the one to say this? And I said, yes, of course. I believe that it's great for a man to speak about it. Not because you don't have a menstrual cycle means that you shouldn't be having that conversation. If anything, I think it's even better that a man did it, because it normalizes having this conversation in general from all genders. So period poverty do exist. We are looking at Belize making that progressive step at dropping all taxes all around when it comes to female sanitary products. And that was something that was promised, I believe, from April, but we're finally seeing it realized. As the leaders mentioned, it was not something that could just be done in the snap of a finger. There are policies, I believe, that speaks to taxes and whatnot. But we're finally at that point where we can see lower cost in female sanitary products. And I know that a lot of people, a lot of females especially, are happy about that, especially with the state of inflation, Paul. There are different types of sanitary products, as I mentioned, and Sadie gave a really great kind of breakdown of that. One thing that a lot of females and even males don't know is that sanitary products expire as well. So you can have these pads there sitting in your house. Maybe you're trying to conserve and save on them, but they expire. And that is something that you're using for a very sensitive part of the female body. So, but that's a whole other conversation. Nonetheless, I really appreciated the 5-point breakdown. I encourage our viewers, both male and female, to go and check it out, get further information on why having this conversation is so important for both male and female, and why and how period poverty exists, and what Belize just did to help females in our country.
Yeah. All right, so that does it for our What's Buzzing this morning.
I want to say one more thing, Paul. I want to say one more thing. It's not What's Buzzing, but I have not seen you in quite a while on set. And Paul, you celebrated a birthday.
Oh, did I?
You did. So I want to tell you on set and our viewers to know that it was Paul's birthday on Monday. He wasn't here. As you know, we celebrated the 10th on Monday. And Paul, happy belated birthday to you. You are a Virgo baby.
I am.
You also celebrate, you're also a Virgo like Beyonce. So are you like the Beyonce of your family? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Paul.
Yeah. So, Sam, thank you so much. You don't have to remind me that I'm getting older.
I didn't. I just said happy birthday.
It's just, man, as the years go by, I'm like, all right, I still feel like I was only 18 yesterday, and here I am, 20 years old now. I can't believe it that I'm
20 years
already
old now.
at 20 years old.
Paul, your sense of humor is up there, man. But yes, we just wanted to say happy birthday to you. I didn't want to save it for the end because I haven't seen you in such a time. But we're going to move over to our weather report. And Paul, we've been having some up and down weather here lately. We
feel like an RPG these days.
Yeah, rain
and thunder and lightning.
Rain and thunder. Yeah, especially at nighttime.
Yeah, it's
We've been observing some weather systems outside in the Atlantic, and So far, we've been spared. No hurricanes, thank you. And we are in the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season here in Belize. So we should definitely still be alert. We've been providing daily updates from the National Meteorological Service. But we're going to find out what we can expect today as it relates to the weather report and forecast from the National Meteorological Service. We'll provide that presentation now. 1 second. We have a call from them, and we have with us forecaster Derek Redon. Good morning, forecaster.
Good morning.
All right, what can we expect as it relates to the general situation this morning?
Okay, the weather has improved and conditions are now relatively dry, and we can expect mostly sunny skies today, partly cloudy skies tonight, and with only isolated showers or thunderstorms.
All right, that's good news, and that extends through to our 24-hour forecast?
Right, that's the 24-hour forecast. Mostly sunny today, partly cloudy tonight, only isolated showers or thunderstorms.
What is our general outlook through to Friday and Friday night?
We can expect continuing mainly fair weather, so similar weather tomorrow.
All righty, and what kind of temperatures can we expect today?
Okay, highs today, 89 along the coast, 95 inland, and 82 up in the mountains. The lows tonight, 81 along the coast, 74 inland, 66 up in the mountains.
Any marine condition update for us?
Okay, winds will be light, generally easterly to northeasterly at 5 to 10 knots today, and sea state slight.
All righty, thank you so much, forecaster Redon, for the information. We appreciate it. Looks like we're going to be looking forward to some better weather today.
That's right, and you're welcome.
All right, thank you. Okay, that was the weather report from the National Meteorological Service, and as they mention it, looks like it's going to be relatively dry with some isolated showers later in the nighttime. So we seem like we might have a pretty good dry day today, Paul. But we're going to move over to our motivation for you, and that's through our eye opener. And Paul, here's your birthday gift to you. You get to read the eye opener this morning.
Ah, there you go. And of course, it's taken from dailyon.com, and it goes like this. Hatred cannot help but be transformed in the presence of love. Hatred can be irrational, and it has a greater impact on the individual who hates than the person or object being hated. Yet overcoming hatred is difficult because hatred reinforces itself and causes greater enmity to come into being. The most powerful tool one can use to combat hatred is love. Deciding to love what you hate, whether this is a person, situation, or a part of yourself, can create a profound change in your feelings and your experience. The practice of loving what you hate can transform and shift your emotions from hatred to love, because there is no room for hatred in a space occupied by love. In deciding to love what you hate, you become one less person adding negativity to the universe. On a simple level, loving what you hate can help you enjoy your life more. On a more complex level, loving what you hate sets you free because you disengage yourself from the hatred that can weigh down the soul. Gandhi once said, "Be the change you want to see in the world." Loving what you hate sends a positive, beautiful energy to people while spreading peace and harmony throughout the planet. Instead of reinforcing hatred, you become an advocate for love. Hatred responds to hate by causing anguish, but hatred cannot help but be transformed in the presence of love.
I love it.
Yeah, you better love it, and that doesn't mean you hate it, right?
Yeah,
because you're
I don't
not hating
hate
what you love. Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful eye-opener this morning, and it's a powerful eye-opener.
It is.
I think you can look at it in such a deeper way, or something as simplistic as trying to love something that you don't appreciate doing, and then you end up simply appreciating it.
Yeah.
But I think that this eye-opener is wonderful. I think hate is such a strong word,
Right.
and to feel any form of hate is something that I imagine really brings down the spirit, not only for yourself, but people around you, people can feel that energy the same way that they can feel the energy of love. So I definitely encourage persons to try to avoid using or expressing the word hate. I prefer the word dislike. Maybe I dislike coffee, but I don't hate coffee, you know? But try to use the word love more. Try to practice love more.
This is all about energy.
Yeah.
And sometimes in the home, even as parents, though I'm not a parent, I could relate to the fact that oftentimes we would just have this energy of hate among family, among siblings, perhaps mother to father, father to mother, and that energy begins to seep into the kids and those around us, and then they go out and they take that energy into their community, and that's causing a lot of what's happening right now in our society and in our city. And if we would only replace that hate for love, so it's all about energy.
Yeah,
and loving what you hate is all about changing that energy and changing our environment and changing our society ultimately.
I think it's a magnetic emotion. Both of them are.
They are.
Because they're so strong. They're so strong and they're opposites. So if you enter a room with love, radiating love, people are almost forced to kind of reflect that. And the same goes for hatred. There's a saying that goes, misery loves company. So
does love, though.
So does love. I love that, Paul.
Yeah, so does
love.
Love
loves company. Yes, we do love company. Yeah, but I really enjoyed this eye-opener, and I encourage any person, if you're feeling any form of hate, to try to replace that with love. Try to find the positive in something in your life and replace that feeling that you're carrying with a sense of appreciation, and you'll watch it manifest into love. But all right. That's your morning motivation from us over here, and we are going to move over to our show lineup this morning. We have 3 great conversations coming up. We're going to be starting things off with representatives from the Belize Tourism Innovation Lab, and they'll be here to talk to us about who they are and what they do.
And in our second conversation, this one is honing in on the expo that's coming up this weekend, and we'll be having in studio with us representatives from Central Cable Vision, CCV, and they'll be talking with us about Expo 2023.
And just a few months ago, we had them here on set talking about Legends Night. Well, if you enjoyed Legends Night, there is a part 2 coming up. We'll have the folks, the manager and owner of New Creation Band, to talk to us about part 2 of Legends Night. I am looking forward to that.
But before we go and take a break, Sab, which we're going to get right into, we have a song from one of the finalist songs for the Belize National Song Competition. And this one is from my brother, Echo Middleton. And this song is called Code 501. So here's that finalist song.
You wanna go on a vacation? A vacation. You wanna go on a vacation? Well, I have the perfect destination. Pack up your things and come along. You have to taste it with rice and beans. You can't let Belize without taste with sweet. Come and chill out by the Caribbean Sea. So come learn about Let's go to Cashew Fest. Grab yourself a Pelican. Come join me now. Come join the fun. Come learn more Punta. We going to Bola Ruga. Grab yourself a Pelican. Come join me now. Come join the fun. Not telling you. Come to Belize and join for festivals. Carnival September. Make sure you know member. We come from the 501. We in the Caribbean. Belize we homeland. Ask me where me come from. We come from the 501. We in the Caribbean. Belize we homeland. Show them, show them.
Let me show you my culture.
Show them, show them.
Let's start the bacchanal.
Show them, show them. The whole of we road where we come from. Let me take you to the keys, where we could chill out by the beach. Come be the Jones of me fathers, yes, down that we got. And if you want to learn that history, or Malati village, they cook with the fire heart. Post it on your TikTok, take a lot of snapshot. We could sit on your gram, Belize is the plan. Come on, no, come on, no, come right now. Just come to Belize and join for we festivals. Carnival September, make sure you remember. Ask me where me come from, we come from the 501. We in the Caribbean, Belize we homeland. Ask me where me come from, we come from the 501. We in the Caribbean, Belize we homeland. Show them, show them.
Let me show you my culture.
Show them, show them.
I'm starting back now.
Show them, show them. The whole of we road are where we come from. Belize we hold. Where me come from, we come from the 501. We in the Caribbean, Belize we homeland. Ask me where me come from, we come from the 501. We in the Caribbean, Belize we homeland. Show them, show them.
Let me show you my culture.
Show them, show them.
I'm starting back now.
Show them, show them. The whole of we road are where we come from. Belize we hold. Let's go to Cashew Fest. Get tacos from Orange Walk. Come join me now, come join the fun. Come learn about Punta. We go and tell Bola Ruga. Grab yourself a Bellikin. Come join me now, come join the fun. I'm telling you.
Your life just got a lot less complicated with Belize Bank Contactless MasterCard Debit Card. Introducing our Standard Debit and MasterCard Platinum Debit Cards. Now you can make purchases anywhere MasterCard is accepted with one tap, pay and go. Your contactless card never has to leave your hands, especially in these times. And your card is embedded with multiple layers of security. Platinum card holders get to enjoy extra benefits like price protection, purchase protection, trip inconvenience, and luggage protection, just to name a few. Start enjoying a cashless lifestyle today with the Belize Bank.
My beautiful Belize, my land of the free, my home and it's bound by the Caribbean Sea. Belize, we are free and independent, we're free and independent, free and independent, to be whatever you wanna be, free and independent, we're free and independent, free and independent, we're changing our country, we're free, so make we celebrate with smart, come celebrate with smart, make we celebrate with smart. Let's celebrate with smart. So make we celebrate with smart. Come celebrate with smart. Make we celebrate with smart. Let's celebrate with smart.
The entire Smart family wishes all Belizeans a safe and happy September celebration. Smart, bringing people together.
You have the right to your life. It's clearly the most important right. If you don't have a life, you don't have nothing. You have a right to your freedom, to your liberty. You are entitled to the protection of the law. Everyone are you to every law where exists. The rule of law in our nation is that everybody is equal in the sight of the law and must be treated equally. You have to have freedom of movement. Anybody could jump in any boat, any bus, and go anywhere they want in this country. Nobody can stop and say, but you're from Corozal, where did you do? No. We are free to move any way we want to. We are free to exercise our conscience. You know how much people I meet, they don't have no conscience? I think they're not sure that there's a word like conscience. You have one conscience, not be confused. You have one God and you have one conscience.
Good morning and welcome. We are in our first segment of the morning and it's all about Let's Go Belizeing Limited. We are joined by three representatives, Maria Mejia, and she is the CEO of the Let's Go Belizeing Limited. We are also joined by Finance Manager Angela Wu, as well as Digital Integration Plan Specialist Shanice Salazar. Good morning, ladies, and welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so we are here to talk about Let's Go Belizeing Limited. And as we tease to our viewers, we want to know who or what Let's Go Belizeing Limited is and what do they provide. So let's start there.
All right, so Let's Go Belizeing Limited, you could say, is a technology leader in the tourism industry. We started back in 2017 and our objective then was to create an online marketplace where tourism service providers could receive secure online payments. We were able to establish that, and as of now, it's the largest online marketplace for tourism services in Belize. But in addition to that, we also, you could say, we identify ourselves as a company that tries to provide technology-driven solutions to the tourism sector. So besides the marketplace, we've been working on, we created the first travel podcast in Belize. We also have been working a lot with SMEs on providing training as well as digital marketing solutions for tourism businesses, right? And as of now, we've been working on several projects, right?
Yeah. So one of those projects that you are here to talk about currently is the Belizeing Tourism Innovation Lab.
Right.
Perhaps we can delve into that right now then.
Okay, so yes, this initiative is actually being executed by Let's Go Belizeing, but in collaboration with the IDB Lab, which is the innovation arm of the Inter-American Development Bank, you could say. And how this project came about was actually in 2020, at the peak of the pandemic, the IDB Lab launched this challenge called the Beyond Tourism Innovation Challenge, and their goal was to ask countries in the region to propose projects that could help to revitalize tourism post-COVID-19, being that it was one of the most affected industries at the time, right? So Belizeing, something that we recognize is that we knew that post-COVID-19 there would be a need to shift in the way that business is conducted and in the way that customers are reached or attracted, right? We knew that there would need to be a transition to more digital ways of doing things then.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, we also recognize that the pandemic would leave a bigger digital divide within the sector because there would be a subsection that maybe would not have the resources to make that quick transition from traditional ways to more digital ways. So we proposed a project that would focus on assisting those underrepresented groups, you could say, and providing them with training to help to develop their digital skills, as well as the technical support that could help them to develop digital strategies for their businesses. So that's like the goal behind the project.
I wanna include Shanice in this conversation then, because you are the Digital Integration Plan Specialist. So we're talking how to include technology in these small businesses and show them how you can connect the digital world to their plans. Shanice, how do you do that?
So when we started to work with the SMEs, and in total we have 26 of them, right? We identified by using a digital maturity module, and we held different online meetings. We held a couple of workshops to identify the needs of these people within the tourism industry. And with that information that we got, we developed a plan by identifying the gaps that they have, and also by doing that, it helped us develop the digital marketing basic level course. And Angela can speak more about that.
Yes, so We have an e-learning platform which we are excited to launch. And this e-learning platform aims to provide training, or to be the central hub to provide training to develop the digital skills for the tourism workforce. So when we launch this e-learning platform, it will also feature a digital marketing course, which we have developed hand in hand with these 26 SMEs. And we incorporated their feedback. We also did some market research to see what has been offered by educational and training institutions in the country. And we also use insights from our AI-driven dashboard just so that the course, to ensure that the course is relevant and is useful to the SMEs that are actually taking the course. And this is something that we find very important, because developing these courses enables them to enhance their marketing to be more resilient in the digital age.
Yeah, and to add to what Angela has said, the course is not just like a regular course that you find online. It's for Belizeans in the Belize tourism industry. And what we did was we created scenarios and stuff like that so that the people that are taking the course can understand what they're reading and what they're taking.
Yeah, I wanted to delve a bit more into the course itself in terms of, based on your survey, what did it reveal about the needs, or the digital needs that these MSMEs have? I think about the whole digital transformation into this whole digital space and this digital arena, and at times the language can feel so far-fetched for many MSMEs,
Yeah.
right? Because they're thinking, I don't know nothing about this digital space. I know that everybody is transitioning to it, but I feel like I feel stuck.
They're used to the tradition.
You're used to traditional transactions, traditional engagements. What were some of the needs that were identified that this course or the Innovation Lab is seeking to build capacity towards?
Well, one of the main things is that a lot of the SMEs, they know that, okay, I need a website, but what does the website do? They don't have that background knowledge of, what it's for, how you can be found online and stuff like that. And again, social media, a lot of the businesses think that social media is, okay, I just have a page that has my opening hours and my time and stuff like that.
And I'll post some pictures.
Yeah, I'll post some pictures and that's it. So what we do inside of the basic level course is that we teach them the basics of what it is and how you can use it, and how you can use it for Belize.
Okay. Why specific how you can use it for Belize? Is there something that draws Belizean audience separate from a I don't know, a regional or a international audience?
Yes, so for example, let's say I'm a tour guide and I want to attract people to come to me. We show you how to use keyword research to attract those customers. We show you how to use or introduce you on how it is important for SEO and stuff like that to ensure that these people can find you, because it's not just about advertising.
Yeah.
It's about being found online.
Right.
You know, a lot of, when we did the research, a lot of the problems that people have with coming to Belize is that they can't find the right things that they're looking for. So we want to ensure that when you look for something related to one of these businesses that we're working with, they can be found and they can be at the top.
So increase their visibility.
Exactly.
Basically. Now you said it's 20, how much business? How much?
26.
26. Tell me a bit about these businesses, what sort of field in the tourism sector they're involved in.
So it's actually a diverse group. We have from hotels to tour operators to even indirect tourism businesses. And in addition to that, the majority of them are female-led enterprises, which was one of our objectives for this project, right? To help and promote inclusivity so that all groups within this sector are able to get the assistance they need to progress in this new digital age, right?
Yeah. You know, when we think of transitioning from what Paul mentioned, the traditional way of doing things to the digital age, we assume that it might come with some form of a price jump. So, Angela, as the finance manager, what is your role in assuring these businesses that it is a great investment to make to transition into the digital world?
Well, in terms of marketing, everything has gone online, and I think there's a learning curve for these SMEs. While we don't charge to have them participate, everything that we've done for them is free of cost. But as they move along and progress in their digital journey, they will find out that, or they will be able to strategize and budget for whatever that they want to spend on. So if they want to run social media ads, or if they want to improve their website and pay for someone to fix it up, then they would have a better understanding and be more prepared if they are to do that in the future. So this basic level course gives them those steps, so when they progress later on, they are aware of what they're getting themselves into, and just having them more prepared in the tourism industry, being more digitally advanced.
Is this something that you see Let's Go Belizeing doing periodically, meeting new and small companies like the ones that you're working with right now, and having them transition into the digital world?
100%. So for this project, you could say that the 26 company have been working for us as part of the project. Our goal is to apply a similar process to other companies post-project, right? And in addition to that, the training, as mentioned by Angela, the e-learning platform has one course right now. However, our goal is to develop an intermediate and an advanced level for that course, and create or make the e-learning platform a central hub for learning and developing the digital skills of the tourism sector, or even other industries that might benefit from developing your digital skills, right?
Yeah.
So that's the goal post-project, but as of now, we're happy to be here to announce that we're launching some of these key outputs that we've been working on for the past 2.5 years. So yeah.
So the e-learning platform, that's for anybody to access?
It could be accessed by anyone, yes.
So anybody could go on your website right now, interested in tourism, and want to know the basics in terms of transitioning to digital platform, you can get that there.
Yeah.
And in terms of the innovation lab, is that a more engaging in-person type of training and course, or is that online as well?
Online.
Okay, yeah. So that's also a part of the e-platform.
Right, so it complements each other. So the goal is to have this e-learning platform with courses that could help to develop those, or train you in those skills. But then the digital integration was a process where we connected directly with certain businesses and conducted an assessment on their digital maturity, where you are in terms of your online presence. Combined with the training, some of the ideas or the digital integration plan that was drafted by Ms. Salazar, you'll be able to implement some of those guidelines and some of those tools that, or strategies that we've put in those plans because of some of the training that you maybe received through the e-learning platform. So it complements each other.
Yeah.
Is there something in place that you guys will be able to measure whether or not these businesses gathered any new knowledge that they'll be able to implement?
Yes, so we have a digital maturity module scoring that we conducted at the beginning. We also do it in 4 quarters, right? So 4 times we took them, and we also identify and contact the SMEs and be like, hey, we know this, that. This is how you improve and go to the next level. So the scoring is between 1 to 5, and we try to progress them to reach to maximum maturity.
Is there a general willingness from these businesses to actually engage?
Yes, the thing is that a lot of these companies, they're very busy. The tourism
that's what I'm saying.
industry is
it's always moving.
It's always,
always
moving.
something to do.
Yeah,
on a daily
there's
basis.
always something to do, and they don't really have time or the finance to hire someone specifically for digital marketing.
Okay.
Right. So they know that they need the service. They just didn't know the resources or how to do it or how to get it.
I want to know, what would be the end goal, or where do you envision these SMEs to be digitally on the digital space when they are completed with all of these, I'd say, programs that you're providing? What is an ideal view of tourism business in the digital space?
Okay. In the digital space, well, I think that I would like to think about it revenue-wise, right? I would like to see that these businesses are booked and busy, and every time I go on their website, they don't have any space because they're, you know, they're at the top and they're being found, and they're generating that income for our company, for our country.
So, is the idea of the e-course, is it to have these SMEs create or further establish their digital platforms or presence?
Yeah.
So something as small as having an Instagram and Facebook page to developing a website page. And as you mentioned, having keywords being able to be accessed by persons who are searching for specific things that they may offer.
Yes.
Let's talk a bit more on that. What is the goal when it comes to really spreading yourself on a digital platform? What is the final picture? Should you be on all platforms? Should I be on TikTok, on YouTube, or is only a website, Instagram, and Facebook page enough?
Yes. Well, for example, there's different companies that have different needs, and there's a different audience that they attract. So depending on the audience that you attract is where you need to be. Someone for a younger audience may need to be on TikTok and stuff where the younger people are, and you know, where they're traveling and stuff, where they look for places to travel, right? If you're for an older audience, you might want to be on Google My Business and stuff like that. Because even for me, before I go somewhere, before I buy something, I check out the reviews. And on Google is one of the best places to find that, right? So it all depends on what your business needs are and who your buyers are, and it will tell you where you need to be, and we also discuss that within the course.
Because that is something that I feel like, if we're talking digital world, it's the evolution of digital platforms. Everything is a business now, where we saw Instagram just being the Instagram models posting your selfies. Now you launch your business on Instagram, and now it's TikTok, where honestly, if I'm searching somewhere to go, I type it in TikTok and see who's been there, what pictures or videos they've shown, what reviews they had, and whatnot. So indeed, it really depends on the audience that you're trying to attract. And is that something that they've received well?
Right. Yeah. So to add to what Shani said with the digital marketing course, it's a basic level course, so it covers like the basis with everything that you need to know in terms of digital marketing, and we make it as basic as we can, so anyone that is like new to digital marketing can understand and grasp the concepts. So we don't make it as specific as to this is what you do when you want to establish your SEO, or this is what you do for social media marketing. We first go into what is marketing, what is digital marketing, an introduction to SEO, and then we go step by step covering the base of everything. So when they do get into specific topics, because there are a lot of topics in digital marketing, they have a general understanding of the basics, so they are well prepared for any other specific things. And when it comes to what they want for the company, it all depends for them. So a hotel might not have the same audience as a tour operator, or vice versa. So digital marketing is very diverse, and you basically can do what you want with it. Not all plans are the same, so one company might have a different plan as opposed to another. And to say the end of it, I don't think there's an end for digital marketing, because it's always changing, and you always need to improve
Exactly.
and evolve. So it's a long-lasting, like, digital journey, I would say.
Long-lasting learning and,
experience.
Yeah, transforming, right, to new. As soon as your audience change or you're targeting a new audience, you might have to change your strategy. So what tools are the tools out there right now that would benefit my marketing strategies, right?
And also within the training, we also have different digital tools that they can use. Like, for example, a social media plan. We show you how to use it. We have content plans that we show you how to use. We have SEO, how to put that on your website, all of the steps. So it's a very well-rounded course.
What's SEO?
Search engine optimization. That's how to format your business, your website, on how to be found online.
And one of the good things about you guys leading the charge here is that you've built the experience since 2017. So you've grown over the years. You've kind of worked out the kinks and the quirks, all the changes that have taken place digitally. You've had to adjust and adapt to that. Let's talk a bit about the growth of, let's talk a bit about your story. The growth of Let's Go Belizeing, and how it has transformed from where you began to where you are right now, and some of the challenges that you've had to overcome. It's a digital platform, so the challenges that you've had to overcome digitally, how being a digital platform perhaps was a positive, a pro or a con during the COVID-19 pandemic per se. I see also that we have a full women presence here. I don't know if this is the full team, the full representation, but that's awesome as well. Let's talk a bit about it.
Not the full team, but the majority are females. Okay. But I think that one of the things that from the very beginning, like I said, our goal first was to create this online marketplace, and it was new to Belize, right? It was like the first, you could say, TripAdvisor created for Belize, and I think the biggest challenge from then was kind of getting people to participate, getting people to understand the need to be online. But we at Belizeing, we understood the need to make that transition very early on. So we started to experiment with different tools. We started to educate ourselves, you know, the staff and the managers within Belizeing, educate ourselves as to how to make that transition, especially for the travel industry. People are booking online, searching online. We understood that very early on, and we tried our best to make sure that we knew what was out there for us and what we could have done before we started to maybe offer it and kind of like train others to do the same, right? And in addition to that, we've always been able to kind of take advantage of different partnerships. We've been able to partner with the Belize Hotel Association on webinars. We've also worked along with BTB. Last year we did a project with BTB focusing on creating a digital adaptation framework, and this framework has helped us to identify the digital maturity gaps that we're working on right now. So just taking advantage of different partnerships and the tools that are out there, educating ourselves so that we could provide similar services to tour operators that maybe don't have the resources to make that transition right away, right, post-COVID.
Was it that you had a background in tourism or digital?
Well, I had a background in computer science.
So
I actually was hired to do the creation of the website,
okay.
Right? So and it was a team of web developers, young students, guided by Abner and Sandino Mendoza, who are the owners of the company. They're also in the tech industry. So together, we've been working on this online marketplace since then, and then transitioning into this technology leader, I would say.
I heard you reference TripAdvisor.
Advisor?
Yeah. Is it so? If I go on to Let's Go Belizeing website, what can is it catered to Belizeans as well? And what can I find on there? Can I plan my next staycation using Let's Go
everything.
You could do everything on Belizeing.
So it's Belizeing.com?
Belizeing.com.
Yes, everything Belize is on there. So we have, we feature our travel blogs, travel guides. We have information pages of every destination, every tour, every transportation option you can book, you could research. So if you want to know something about Belize, even doing your own research about Belize, if you're writing a paper about an archaeological site, you could find information on the page.
Events.
Yes. So everything Belize is on there.
Where do you see Let's Go Belizeing going? What's the future plans that you have for this company?
I think our goal, as mentioned, is to transition from just being known for
the
online marketplace, but a digital leader, an agency that you could reach out for assistance to provide you with that technical support that you need to kind of reach your digital strategies or your goals in terms of digital strategies or digital marketing. And with the e-learning platform, which we're launching in October, like the second week of October, we hope that people start see us as that as well, like as a technology leader, someone that, because a lot of the times, you know, especially maybe larger enterprises seek this assistance outside of the country. Or we look for a digital marketing agency outside of Belize. We hope to be that in Belize and to provide that to the smaller, micro, small, medium businesses that need that support and that need to compete at an international level as well. So we hope that, and provide training and support, of course. And we're also launching an artificial intelligence driven dashboard, right? And we know that's a big topic right now, artificial intelligence. And our goal behind this is we're seeking partners in tourism that collect data. As of now, we've partnered with the SIB, BTV, and a couple other private SMEs. And the goal is to bring data together so that we could produce analytics and insights that could help businesses or stakeholders in the tourism sector to make better business decisions, right? The dashboard is actually ready, and we hope to also showcase that at the launching in October.
All right.
So there's a dashboard, the e-learning, and these digital integration plans, right?
Yeah, I think that while you're moving into more providing digital services, you have a great thing going on the website itself with providing all this information on Belize to those seeking to travel, with being able to book and reserve, whether it's tours or hotels or whatever. I think that's amazing, because while you have other booking websites, they don't place a lot of focus on Belize. They place focus on markets across the world, unlike a website like Belizeing.com, which really places the focus on Belize and provides more than just booking options. It provides information, details on all that's happening around the country. So I think that's huge. And kudos to you all for continuing to push the product that Belize has to offer. And we need to see more of you guys. We need to see more.
Come back in October.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Actually, we wanted to mention we're doing a giveaway.
Okay, we're doing a giveaway.
So to promote the launch, right, we're doing a trivia giveaway. So we have it posted on our Facebook page. So for those that are interested in participating in the giveaway, you answer a trivia question in the comment of the post, and the winner will be selected tomorrow. So just to create a little buzz for the launch.
Okay, so it's on your Facebook page, and the Facebook page is
Go Belizeing.
And remind us, when is the launch?
The launch is happening on the 12th of October, which is a Thursday, I believe, in San Ignacio.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We enjoyed this conversation. I'm definitely looking forward to having you guys back, hopefully in October, to talk more about the launch and everything that Let's Go Belizeing is doing and will do in the future. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by the folks from the Central Cable Vision to talk about their presence at this year's Expo. Don't go away.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
Cut the cords. Choose efficiency with Axix Switch technology. Only at Benny's. Quality and savings.
It's almost lunchtime and Alice is getting hungry and forgot to bring cash. She remembers that eCash now has a geolocation feature in which she can easily view the eCash merchants near her, especially restaurants. Her co-workers also ask her to order food for them.
Chicken chow mein, please, and a Coke.
The merchant sends her the payment link, she taps confirm, and within a few minutes, her food is delivered. Alice then views her transaction history and taps on the transaction recently made, then taps the split the bill button where she selects the unevenly option and moves the bar to the desired amount per person. The request is then sent to her friends. Her colleagues accept the request and are ready to enjoy their meals. Geolocation and splitting the bill via eCash make Alice's life a whole lot easier.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind-the-scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
welcome back. We are in our second segment of the morning, and this one is all about NextGen, also known as Central Cablevision, and they're here to talk about their presence at the upcoming Expo 2023. We're joined by Karen Novello, and she is the marketing manager, as well as Jenny Mogale, and she is a brand associate. Good morning, ladies, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So we're here to talk about NextGen. Of course, we just came off the heels of a conversation about the digital world and digital space, and we're now switching it over to cable TV, which is, you know, a lot of people would have considered traditional way of doing or of watching TV. Let's talk about how NextGen has remained relevant through 20 years of providing service to Belize.
I think it's all in the quality of service that we provide. We always try to keep up with the trends. I know we were having a little discussion before we got into it, and one of the things that we were discussing was viewing habits. You know, I feel like there's something for everyone, and we always like to say this because we have different generations of customers, and we find that some prefer the regular cable TV, and others prefer the streaming app, which we recently launched a revamped version of what we had. We had the MyTV app, which has been in existence, I believe, since 2010. So we were way ahead of our time to develop an app at that time. So what we did is revamp it, and now we offer, I would say, the same service that you can get on the television on the streaming app. And the best part about it is that it's on the go. So you can watch it on your tablet, on your preferred device. But I would definitely say it's the quality of service and just keeping up with the trends and viewing habits of our customers.
What year did you guys launch MyTV?
Approximately around 2010.
Oh, wow. You're way ahead
They
of
said
the
they were
time.
way ahead, yes.
Yeah, because at that time, like a lot of stuff,
We
like
still
even
had
Netflix
cable.
wasn't that popular
We were
at that
still,
time.
we made a spin antenna, we made a use cable TV.
Wow. So as the years went by, you learned how to, I guess, adapt to the demands that are current and transform that app to what it is now. Let's talk a bit about the app itself, because I'm intrigued by the app. And a lot of people want to know, how do I sign up for this app? That's one of the questions I've had. Can I download it and subscribe using, I don't know, my credit card, for example? How does it work?
I feel like it's not until recently that like streaming has become more popular, right? And people are into that more. But nowadays you have to pay for more than one streaming app to really get what you want to watch.
That is so true.
It's a struggle. Or you try and do something like unsafe to try and find that latest movie.
That is so true.
What do
you take
watch.
the risk.
Right.
You take the risk of a virus of your computer shutting down.
Right. So we're telling you this is more of an affordable way and a safer way and a more convenient way to stream what you want to watch. You can watch all the channels. You can watch all the movies that you want, the series. We keep it as up to date as possible. You can go back and replay something that we're showing. Maybe you like sports and you missed the game. You can go back and watch it. Movies, series, anime, like whatever your interest is, right? And it's very simple to sign up. We usually do it through you can contact us through WhatsApp, through our social media page. You can visit the office. And all you really need to provide is a valid phone number and your email address.
Do you have to have a service with you guys to be able to use the app? Like, do I need to have your internet or cable?
Well, the app itself, since you can download it on any device, that's available countrywide. So if you live up north, if you live down south, if you're in or outside of our service area, you can still purchase the app itself. Cable and internet, well, that's within our service area, but the app is very convenient.
Yeah, and just to add to what Jenny mentioned, if you're one of our customers and you're one of our cable customers, then you get it for free.
Do you?
Yes, and if you bundle our services and you get it with the internet, then it's also available for free. Yes.
You know what? We to get cable
back. Tell her we to get back cable.
We to get back cable. We to put that back in.
So even at the expo, you'll be able to, if you're already an existing cable customer, you can come visit the booth and you can we'll sign you up, we'll show you how the app works and get you set up easily.
But getting the app is as simple as downloading it reaching out to you guys, and then you'll ask us some information like the phone number and the email address.
Yeah.
What's the cost? Like, what's the subscription cost, if you don't mind sharing?
If you're not a cable customer, then you can purchase it as well. We have a 2-user plan for $40 a month, and we also have a 4-user plan for $60 a month.
Okay.
And then as well, you can also bundle with our cable service to get internet and the NextGen TV app.
But I imagine it would be less expensive if you have cable already, because then that's just an added, product that, is complementary to what NextGen provides.
Yes.
Let's talk about your presence at this year's Expo. What can customers or new customers expect?
I believe that we always are about giving you an experience. We want you to take that experience home, and we also want you to experience that at our booth. And we try to have everything, all of our services are there, and we like that our customers get to interact with us, ask us questions, explore the devices, and if they're not familiar with any of the apps that we have available, then it's the perfect time to let us know, to ask us questions. I know some of our customers probably have not heard that you can bundle and save, or that you can get it absolutely for free. So I think it's the perfect platform for us to get to know our customers and for them to come and talk to us. And for new customers, we have great deals. I feel like, again, it's the perfect opportunity to sign up. It's discounted prices, slash prices, great deals, and it's done on that day, so it's very quick to sign up.
Let's talk about some of those deals and steals that new customers can take advantage of if they visit the NextGen booth at Expo.
Well, as Karen mentioned, we want you to be able to find the right package that works for you, right? So you have, based on your need, your budget, how your family uses the services. So we do encourage everyone to keep following our Facebook and Instagram pages at NextGen Belize to kind of see what we're gonna be having, where we will be having giveaways of free service, free bundles, devices as well. So if you're an existing customer and you come in and you pay at the booth, you maybe want to pay your bill, get your bill up to date, you can enter our raffles. If you sign up for a new service, you'll also be entered into our raffle. We have free month trials for the NextGen TV app as well.
Very nice.
So it's a great steal. And if you're interested in high-speed internet, right now we're offering speeds of 25 megs up to 300 megs for your residential space. So that's a very great deal, and we're having very affordable prices on those.
Yeah, and I wanted to get into that a bit, because I know you have the NextGen TV service, which is one of the innovative, revolutionary services here in Belize when it comes to streaming. I believe you guys are leading that charge. You also provide internet services. Yes. So let's talk a bit about the deals and more so the packages that you offer and the cost of those packages.
We have a package for everyone. They start as low as $49, and our lowest speed is 25 megs. So with only $49, you can sign up for 25 megs, and it allows you to stream and still do a little bit of what you would like to do. And I think the speed is just based on your preference, what you do at home, how many televisions you have, how many devices you have, or what you use it for. But it ranges anywhere from 25 up to 300 megs of residential speed internet. So we do offer the highest internet speed at the most affordable prices. So I would say it all depends on consumership, what all you use the tool for, but definitely if it's something that we can do to offer it to our customers, we're going to have a plan for you.
One of the other things that we launched recently is our stream bundle packages, so people can definitely take advantage of that. At the booth, you can bundle your high-speed internet with your NextGen TV app, and you can also get the HBO Max app, which HBO Max you can watch series, movies from Warner Bros, Cartoon Network,
and that's all under the same package.
All under the same package.
That's really impressive. And I have to go back to what Paul highlighted, just being in awe of the fact that you guys were way ahead of this technology thing, having these streaming apps provided from 2010 when we were still stuck to cable TV. You guys were very progressive in doing that. Let's talk about how you guys have tried to stay ahead. How do you make sure that NextGen remains relevant as technology comes in, and we're looking at AI now, and everything is changing, and we're in now a technological world?
Well, we have a very innovative team at work, and I feel like we're always just looking for ways to get better. I think that is definitely what makes us stay ahead of the game, and just to really understand what our customers want, because I think a large part of it also has to do with customer satisfaction. We listen to our customers and we try to provide their needs. I know the streaming app is very convenient, and I think that was one of the reasons why it was developed. And it's also keeping up with international standards. I think one of the things that we have to highlight is that our streaming app has live channels, so it's not only movies on demand like the other streaming apps. So you can still get all your entertainment, all your live channel, your local sports. If you follow the Premier League of Belize, it's also there, so you can get all your local content, your international content, and it's on the streaming app. So I think it definitely has to do with listening to our customers, and definitely the innovative team that we have at work.
Very nice, very nice. Well, let's talk about your booth number. Where will we find you at the expo?
Yes.
And do you have any additional details that you want to let your customers and future customers know if they show up to the expo, and why they should visit your booth?
We're going to be at booth 155 and 156. I believe it's very close to one entrance, and then you take the closest left, and you just go up a little bit, and you just, I would say you look for the big blue entrance that says Next Gen. I don't think you'll be able to miss it. I don't think you'll be able to miss that one. One of the other things that we want to highlight is that if you have our high-speed internet, or you're thinking about making the switch, you should also know we have our Next Gen Wi-Fi 360 system, which is a mesh router system that you're able to use to enhance your high-speed internet in your home. So maybe you have a 2-story house, or just based on the structure, sometimes probably you don't get that absolute optimum connection that you need throughout the entire space. So with this mesh Wi-Fi system, you're able to maximize that bandwidth and enjoy the speed that you have
in every part of the house.
Every part of the house.
That's a good point.
No, I was trying not to share my bias, right? Because I am a customer.
Nice.
And I know recently we had some challenges in the house with the Wi-Fi. I don't know what kind of wall they build these days, but for some reason, it just never to get through.
You know, to pass through the wall.
Just never to pass through. So we reached out, we contacted you guys and said, hey, we have an issue. We try get internet in the room, but like we have to sit down in the couch all day and then use the data in the room. And you guys were kind enough to say, hey, we have this mesh. First time I was here, first time I heard about it, but this service, and within a few days, we got that up and running, and now it's like, all right, I could watch, I could just lay down in my bed, and I could watch my Netflix by my phone. In fact, now, what TV in the room, all kind of thing, way more comfortable because of that one service.
And with the benefit of that as well, you have an app that you can manage.
Tell me about it. That's very innovative.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah. I mean, you're able to, especially parental control, you can block unwanted sites and stuff like that, but you can also manage who's using your Wi-Fi and how it's working.
Safe neighbor to try get into your Wi-Fi.
That's perfect.
You could actually reset your Wi-Fi on the app, explore the app. You could see how many devices are logged on to the app and all kind of thing.
That is extremely innovative. And especially what she said for parents that would like to maybe block certain sites from kids, watching. That's excellent. Yeah.
So that's my endorsement. My next month, internet is free, right?
All right. Well, will you guys be at the expo for the 2 days? Can we see you there for the 2 days?
Yeah, so they'll be there both days. The deals will be ongoing both of those days, so you can stop by. I'm sure you'll be able to walk away with something, a merch, learn more about our services. Like we said, you can actually come in, ask us about the app itself, how it works. We'll give you that whole Next Gen experience of how all of our services will work in your home.
That is an experience.
And also, if you follow us on our social media pages, you'll know that we are offering great deals at Expo, but we offer great deals all year round. So if you have someone who you want to refer as well, we have a program for that. I mean, we're just filled with deals and discounts and I guess the best customer service that we can offer. So great deals all year round, and you can follow us at our Next Gen Belize page on Facebook and Instagram as well for updates.
Sounds like Paul is going to be getting some discounts from referring and some even more discounts from referring. Well, ladies, I just want to ask if you have any final final words that you'd like to mention as we wrap things up? We know that we'll be seeing you guys at the expo for the 2 days, and you guys are booth 145 and 146. 155 and 156. The big blue sign, Next Gen. Can't miss it. Any last words?
Well, we just encourage everyone to come out. I'm sure you definitely have something to offer, whether you're a new, whether you're an existing customer, like we mentioned. If probably you had our services before and you're thinking about returning, making that switch again, you can stop by, find out about our service areas. We have our branches in Benque, Belmopan, San Ignacio, Belize City, and we also have our services now extended in the south. So you can also come and inquire about that. I'm sure people from all over come to the expo, so it's a great time that we want to come and interact with you and see, what it is that you want more from us. We're sure we have the perfect package for you.
So you basically have countrywide coverage at this point?
Mainly west to east and south.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're looking forward to it spreading all over.
Yes, definitely. Well, I share the same sentiments as Jenny. Just visit our booth, learn about our products and services, and if there is anything we can do to convince you to switch, I mean, that's a perfect opportunity to learn about our prices, about our services, and we're happy to always share more information with our customers. So definitely look out for our booths at the expo.
Well, you might be looking out for me in your office maybe later today, because But thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. We appreciate the information, and we look forward to seeing you at Expo 2023. Next Gen, also known as Central Cable Vision,
TV and Internet.
TV and Internet, definitely being progressive and paving the way when it comes to technology and providing entertainment here in Belize. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, it's all about Legends Night Part 2. But before we leave, we're going to be featuring one of the finalist songs for the Belize National Song Competition. Here's Sharon Martinez with her song called We Belize.
Are you ready? It's your gal, bad gal Sharon. Tune them up on the mixing team. Give it to them.
National heritage,
we protect it.
Cultural diversity,
home of our culture.
National unity,
together as one.
Belize, Belize, this stuff we Belize. National heritage,
we protect it.
Cultural diversity,
home of our culture.
National unity,
together as one.
Belize, Belize, this stuff we Belize.
Carry from a message from Creole to Maya. For a country full of flavor. Yes, we united in every area. Tell Guatemala we come to stay. Proud Belize and wave for your rag. I Belize and wave for your flag. Everybody dancing, every street drum. Every girl going back down, down, down.
National heritage,
we protect it.
Cultural diversity,
home of our culture.
National unity,
together as one.
Belize, Belize, this stuff we Belize. 42 years, the truth unfold. Hope ignited, we brave and bold. Hands united like heart and we soul. Vision renewed, Belize to the bone.
What month is it?
September, this happy with time. We will celebrate with a rain or shine. National unity, Belize every time.
Our country, our pride, everything combined.
National heritage,
we protect it.
Cultural diversity,
home of our culture.
National unity,
together as one.
Belize, Belize, this stuff we Belize. National heritage,
we protect it.
Cultural diversity,
home of our culture.
National unity,
together as one.
Belize, Belize, this stuff we Belize. This stuff we Belize. This stuff we Belize. Belize, Belize, this stuff we Belize.
Get ready, babe. We're going on a vacation.
Finally, where are we going?
Don't worry, babe. I have we covered.
Are you sure you know where we're going?
Yes, babe. Oh, right there, see? Babe, the price me too good to be true. Me look much more better in that picture.
When life throws you a curveball, Belize Bank has your back. With our online financing, you can turn any vacation mishap into a dream getaway.
Cheers to Belize Bank for making our dream vacation a reality.
Thanks to you, be able to turn things around.
No thanks to you, cheapo.
Out.
Experience the future of financing with Belize Bank online, where you can secure funds for anything, from anywhere, at any time, all without stepping foot in a bank. Apply for a loan today and unlock a world of possibilities.
Looking for a great way to explore the beauty of Belize this weekend? Caribbean Sprinter is the fastest water transport for your perfect island hopping experience. Spend less time waiting and more time enjoying. Book your tickets now online at sprinter.bz.
Sign up for Smart Share Plan and save big. Whether you're a small entrepreneur starting up your business, a student on a limited budget, or a family trying to save, this is the plan for you. With unlimited SMS, calls, and data, we help you save. Get up to 5 lines for as low as $30 per line monthly, only with Smart. Sign up today at any Smart showroom or sales manager countrywide. So get your business going, share more memories with friends, and be ready for the day with Smart.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind-the-scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
And we are back with our third and final conversation. And it's all about celebrating Legends Night Part 2. This could have been done in a no better time. And we're talking about September celebrations.
Yes.
It's all about the vibes. And we have in studio with us none other than Rodville Gladden, the manager of New Creation Band, and Mr. Kenny Gladden, the owner of New Creation Band. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, good morning.
Yes.
So
I just want to say, Paul, before you even begin.
Go ahead.
It sounds like Legends Night was so nice. We had to do it twice.
We had to do it twice. I mean, Legends Night 1 was a success.
Yeah.
With the little resources we have gotten, the people, they turned out, they enjoyed themselves, and I mean, they let us know how much they appreciate what we were doing, and they would support it every time because it's something that they are not getting in Belize. And so they say, so when will the next one? And I said, well, next year Mother's Day. No, man. No, you have to do that like right. Yes, we ready for it now. So I decided on sometime in September we wanted to do it on the 16th again at the House of Culture, but they are having Panyard. And so we went to the next best place where it all started, and that is Bird's Isle. All started there. I mean, everything started there. Yeah. And so, yes, we went to Bird's Isle. Now it's going to be at Bird's Isle, and the people there are buying into it. They like it, and just as they promised that they would attend, and yes, tickets are going.
Tell me, for those who weren't at the first Legends Night, what did we miss?
We miss out. They miss out. I mean,
because not only like the Legends Night, that first Legends Night, you had young people and old people in the set, right? We had the oldest was 97.
Wow.
And the youngest was 22. Right? So it was something giving back to Belize, and all the people that grasp it, and there was a night where nobody never sit down. Yeah. You understand me? Like people dip on their foot, and even if when that time for break, you say, oh well, people can take a break.
Yeah.
No, the dance floor never.
Because the music never stopped.
Yes, the music never stopped. So they dance with the DJ, they dance with the band.
Yeah.
Man, it was something.
It was a good old school finish, right? And all Belizean.
Yeah.
All Belizean, and this show you that Belizean people want our own product, our own music, and we have good music. We always try bringing foreigners with influence, we use them, and it shouldn't be like that. It should be we produce with one thing and we put it out there to the people and let them decide what they want, you know? Let them decide what they want. I say the people that come out and they say, man, we go to other places and we don't have fun like this. We don't have fun. And
why do you think that's the case? Why do you think that they enjoyed Legends Night so much more?
Because we took them back to yesteryear. Two, we bring the old singers. We used to be like Sam Hamilton. We used to be at Big Apple, the Rock Big Apple. We bring Zoila Clark. Very, very good singer, voice you could never hit. That's a voice that will send you to sleep. And Santino, very popular. Very popular. Yes, legend, Santino. I mean, when you get on the stage, I'm like, fire. You know?
You can't sit down. You can't sit down when that type of music is
that time there we had Daggy King. Daggy get on the stage and Daggy mash it up in a broke down style and stuff like that. You know, and then we had Kenny Morgan. Kenny Morgan was throwing down some good old school, you know. And man, and people buy into that. Yeah. They like that. That's what they want. They say, this have been shot from Belize long time.
And I'll tell you that, like you rightfully said, my brother, it's not only the older folks that enjoy this type of music.
The youngest person was 22 years.
You go to parties and the young people hear this music play, and they will get up and dance just as much. They will sing along with the lyrics just as much, because it's a part of us. It's a part of our tradition.
Right.
It's what we've grown up hearing. Yes. And you're right in saying that it's missing. Yes, it's missing in the concerts we're having these days. It's missing in the party events we're having these days. Yeah. We not hear a lot of Belizean music these days. And trust me, DJs and musicians and event planners would be surprised if they play these types of legendary music, the type of reaction that they would get from their visitors.
I'll give you an example. My son, only 4 years old, and while we practice, after the practice, you could hear him singing the songs.
Yep.
Right?
He know the old school songs.
Yes. So he be singing the songs after the workout. So that telling you that the kids, anybody want what the Belizean public is bringing.
So let's bring it back for the viewers that don't know about Legends Night, which may be very few. Legends Night is a show that was created by father and son, Rodville and Kenny, to honor legends, Belizean musical legends.
Right.
But to also highlight new musicians as well.
Right.
But essentially, it's to pay homage for the ones that are still alive, still making music.
Definitely.
And to give them their flowers while they're here.
Right.
There are persons that, for instance, our parents that still love those legends, but
Yes,
they're
ma'am.
not performing anymore.
ma'am.
So this platform is for that.
That's right. That's right. And amazingly, this young lady texted me yesterday, say, you know the song where Santino is saying, I am trying to look for it on YouTube and I can't find it. Can you send that song to me? Because I usually post up when we are rehearsing. I usually take a leap and put it on my page, and they say, oh my God, and she young, you know. He said, I've been looking for this song, and I like the rendition. You know what I'm saying? So it just goes to show that the young people also in tune in what we are doing.
Yeah.
You know
because
what I'm
of our parents. Because those are the music that we heard while growing up.
Right. Of course. Even your belly will hear it.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm saying this is something that I want to keep on doing. So to make that cycle. Because they all say the world is a cycle, what goes around comes around. And I think that the time to make the live entertainment come back, time to show the younger youths them this is what it was before.
Yeah.
And then you could take pattern from this. You know, I'm so tired of hearing our youth say, I will go on. You understand? Because that's the way it's shot.
Yeah.
We get shot. They don't know. And you can't know what part you're going if you don't know where part you come from.
Yeah.
And so I am also planning to bring in Belizean singers, Belizean singers and musicians from the United States.
From the diaspora,
yes. So I will go around again and ask support from different agencies and people. So we need to get this done. And I think it will make a difference in our society.
Mr. Kenny, let's talk about the significance of having part 2 right in the middle of the September celebrations. Because as you mentioned, Legends Night happens annually. And when your fans told you, why we can't have it again, you said, oh, the next year, the next one. No. But it fits perfectly in the September celebrations.
Perfectly.
Let's talk about why.
Well, first of all, September, the festive season, it's all to me, it's all about Belizean. Right? Well, a lot of people don't see it that way, but it's all about Belizean. And the more we could push Belizean stuff out there, will make a big difference to the ones that are coming home. Because most of the time, the people that comes from the United States, around this time, they always ask, and when they meet me on the street, so what do they play? Where will they have? Yeah. And we could just report to, they go to Travelers and got reggae Sunday day. And what else? You know, there is nothing else. And then around that time, they have other activities and so, but it quickly, you know, like around 10 o'clock and anything they're not done, and then you go home. So this is one of the reasons why Legends Night fit good in this time, because we are start from 7 o'clock and we going all the way till 2 o'clock. And and then we are throwing everything in there. We are throwing march, we are throwing rock dog, we are throwing soca, we are throwing soul. You understand? So much time you go that there are different places and the DJ just want to play boom, 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 all night. No, this is a whole collective mixture, whole mixture. I think that Belizean
What I love about what you mentioned is that during the September celebrations, we see a lot of Belizeans coming from the diaspora, visiting home country to celebrate the festivities. And a lot of times, if you look at your family members that are from the diaspora, when they come back, they're looking for that connection to home. They're looking for that nostalgia, that sentimental memory that they had of being Belizean, being here when they were in Belize, right? So I feel that Legends Night would make that perfect connection, that perfect, you know, added to what they would remember growing up.
They used to have Belizean American dance around the time, around the same time we'd have Legends Night, but after before COVID, you know, that died.
Yeah.
So now Legends Night take the spot.
Yeah.
So let's talk a bit about the lineup that we have for this Legends Night Part 2. What can people expect from this night?
Like I mentioned before, you have myself and my band, New Creation Band, and then you have the Legend Night Band, and they will be backing up the artists, I call them the old school artists, like Sam Hamilton, we have Zoila Clark, we have Ben McCoy, we have Ivor Cacho, he's very good saxophonist. Man, he bad. He turned up Legends Night 1, he turned it up. I mean, like, people just get there because he bring the pa 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 pa, and the people are just gone up. You know, so we having these guys coming back again, you know. We have these guys and very good musician. Then yes, Curly Miller, energetic Curly Miller. Yes, man, when he get on the stage, like he did a Paris.
He forget where he did.
Yes,
he
gets
lost in his performance.
Yes, he's just lost in it, and he's very good.
Rodville, I want to bring you into the conversation because when you were here a few months ago, we spoke about the connection that young people play in Legends Night. And as you guys mentioned, it's not only a display of legends, but it's a display of young artists, young Belizean artists as well.
Right.
Let's talk about the opportunities that is there for these legends to interact with these young musical talents, to learn from what was done back then and to incorporate that into the present.
See, first, I grew up around music, right? And while I was growing up, my Pamela Santina's Messengers first, right? Before you get your own band. And I was always like, oh, I can't wait to finish school for get into music. And, you know, while I was going to Wesley College, we had one of the best teachers in music, right? For Mr. Bradshaw, right? And people used to look up like, yo, that Kenny's son, right? So with that, I'm always in tune and ready for the stage, right? And when graduating from Wesley College now and I get out, and the music started die, you know, like, man, what happened? And then I started asking my people, like, yo, what happened to all this traveling we bandos do? What happened to all the things there where people used to go to? What happened to all the clubs there where had more than one band? You had Santinos, you had maybe Super Fury, you had different band, you know, they play down here. And now it's dead, right? So now Legends Night, they bring all of this back. Yeah, right? So the young people ever gone, they get the chance to say, oh, that's Sam Hamilton what my mother talk about. Oh, that's Zoila Clark what my family tell me about. They get to see all of this, right? So, including me. I see Sam as Zoila perform the casino, but that was with a computer, but now seeing them perform with a band, you understand me? And on the biggest stage, yo, it's different.
For you, growing up in all of this and being a part of a new generation, where does I don't want to say old, I'll say legendary, where does the legendary and the new merge? Or how does it merge to cater to the taste of this new generation? And does it have to change or does it have to transform to meet the demand of new listeners or the new ear?
And I think you have to change. And I think, because I think that it is instilled in the youths, right? We just not bring it out, right? We tend to push on new things, funny, instead of showing them the old tradition. And this that way when it happened before on a time, right? Even go with parenting. The parenting change, right? Things what we come do back then, and for parents now allow it. Now parents allow their kids to do different things. You understand me? So then whereby we have to change it. We just have to show them the way. This that the way. Hey, this that what happened before you, and this that what will continue to happen while you're here.
So I go back to what Legends Night represent, which is giving the Belizean musical legends their flowers while they're here.
Right.
What is the reaction of these musical legends when they are on the lineup and they know that their music is still relevant and people still appreciate their work and their contributions? Talk about some of the interactions that you have with them.
I mean, enlighten them. I mean, like, instead of being at home, they are just so happy to be back on the stage and doing what they like and give the people their heart. And the people feel them, right? Because they give them everything when they have. This what it's all about, especially my guitar man. He's Robert Smith. He's like passionate about music. He wants every note right. He listens to everybody in the band. The keyboard man, he listens to the bass man, he listens to the hip hop, every line, the hands part, he listens to the hands, he listens to the vocals. You don't got that right. You have to catch it.
Hey, what you mean to sing that just now?
Right?
These are people that are passionate.
They are passionate, and these people, they not take it light on music, and this is how the younger youths could get one sense of what is happening. A lot of youths like where they do music today. They don't learn from these guys. They go on the internet, they get one sample of this, and then they sing. And most of the time, a lot of them are off key. I'm not afraid to say it. A lot of them are off key because they don't get that training. You know what I'm saying? Like from Robert Smith. If you go wrong here and make you understand, that not sing so. That not play so. You understand? And some of these guys do the music, they get their music up on the internet and they start to sing on it. You hear playing one chord change and they not change. You know understand? So this is a good opportunity for some of them to come the Legends Night also to learn what is good music, what it's all about.
Yeah, because the foundation where we came from, like what you say, could teach you the basics.
Thank you.
To build a foundation that you could continue to advance your musical career on. If you have disciplined people behind you, like those names you've mentioned, that have really helped you guys, the legends, to craft your skills.
That's right.
And if the younger generation would allow the voices of past to be mentors, to be guides, I would imagine that it would take our music to another level. Whether it's dancehall, you want in Kejina,
whatever you want, right?
If you have that guide musically, I think it would take the chorus to the next level.
We tend to not look at and where they not try to push at all, especially the DJs. They not try to push it at all. If we notice a lot of the artists they come in now, they bring their band. Beenie Man, they no longer come with no Beenie Man at tracks. Beenie Man come with band. You understand me? So when we younger artists they come and say, oh, we are singing this after this track, and what happened to getting a band behind you?
Which takes a lot more work.
Right, it takes a lot more work, but it also will help you sing the proper thing.
Right, sing the proper thing. Because somebody, if you go a live band and you're there all about the place.
Right, but the musicians they want to say, this is how we have to sing.
Yeah, that's how you sing it.
Right. If a person on the keyboard, this is how you sing.
Yeah.
Or on the bass, this are the note that have to hit. We don't hear that note. If you don't hear that note, then that helps. But one time you just take a track and you go sing, that track can't tell you that you're not a singer, right?
and that's why I appreciate how much you've invested in your son, because at the end of the day, he's the voice of this generation.
Right.
He's the reasoning in the musical scene. Right. He's the reasoning to say, hey, we need to make this thing song good. And your voice is strong.
Right.
But he didn't hang out with them ballet.
Exactly.
He in the circles.
Yes, so
he's the
influence for the younger generation.
He has to carry that.
Because it's not only me, because my brother in it.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
but I'll say, Rodville, you don't want old soul.
Yeah, he is.
You don't want
the first time I meet this ballet, I'm like, man, how old you for real?
He's an old soul.
Yeah, well, gentlemen.
And this is what we want to do. We want to continue to make our legendary musician and artists on the forefront, not only in celebration time, but throughout the year. We want to create a hub.
Yeah.
So on the weekends, we can also say, okay, but we could go the XYZ and listen to New Creation Band, or they always have old school and it's live, and we can go there. That's what we want. And in that way, a lot of young people, because some of them are calling them, trust me, some of them are calling them, and they like it. Because music continues. Music always, the young and the old, and that's why I have the band. The band play the young people music, and we also play the older people music, right? So you call it, we're diverse. We play everything, So I want to get this out to Belize, we want to continue this thing on a regular basis so that we come back again. The live entertainment come back again. We start to bring in with international singers and musicians from the diaspora, like the lady said, and make this thing Belizean again with the last in it, and think that, if you don't come from out of Trinidad, if you don't come from Jamaica, it's not good. No, that's not true, right? The same thing these guys can do, the Belizean musician got that same capability.
No,
do that.
Never cut the cross. But when the Jamaicans don't have anything out of LA, they want a concert and they use the Belizean.
Yeah.
We're the international one then, right?
Right. So why we can't do the same thing? Yeah. You understand me? And they use the full Belizean band too. You understand me? So why we can't do the same thing?
Yeah. Perhaps after Legends Night Part 2, we could have a Part 3 for a Brockdown segment for Christmas.
Right. I'm already seeing that this might be a quarterly thing. This might be a quarterly thing.
Listen.
I
know it's a lot of investment and a lot of time and preparation.
Yes. And especially if they get the
support,
right? They get the support, because people promise you, and we are saying we could do.
We're talking about sponsorship, right?
Yeah. Do you have any sponsors so far?
No.
Okay, so
yes. We have Sankas.
Okay.
He's like the only person. And CY's help out with selling tickets, CY's music. So yes.
So you can make your appeal to the public then, or to businesses to sponsor the event if they.
Yes, it's a good initiative. It's a way to take back what is rightfully ours. And businesses could also. This is a chance for you to look for Belizean, give back to Belizeans. Also, you could also get these guys to make ads for you. You know what I'm saying? So it worth the while to help out every so often. And also, music tells story. And we could also, these guys can also write songs that could tell these guys, man, what you're doing in the street don't make no sense. Come this way, make we do this. And so you could be inspiration to the youth and say, well, you know what? Kenny, me sing that song, and better we got that way there. Instead of guys come and say, well, back up, bend over, say, well, you got that and it. Maybe make some positivity out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Saying positive things that will affect our youth in a positive way. You see, I got a Bermuda, and man, the people up in themselves. They don't have no foreign business. All Bermuda. They banned that from Bermuda. Everything about them is for them. When they make their money, because they're specialized in tourism. And they're for them people. So when you go there, you don't say no mix up nothing. Everything black. And you know everything that Bermuda people, and they tell about the country and how good it is. Bermuda is like a garden. As a matter of fact, a hurricane going there right now, it's like nothing. Because these people prepare for that. You can't, you know, hear about no mudslide, you know, I hear about nothing. Every house there is cemented. The roof, everything's cement. But they're out for themselves. They think about the old culture.
And that's where you want to see Belize as well.
We want to see Belize like that.
All right.
We want to see Belize in another light. Just Belize. And when the celebration come around, it's all about us. When the people that come, tourists that are not Belizeans, they say, oh, this is what we have to offer. We want to see we broke down Prevail, we want to see Paranda, we Punta, and you know, everything
this is the orange economy that we're talking about there, and more the government needs to emphasize, place emphasis on the creative economy, which is the orange economy, and that includes cultural music first and foremost. Gentlemen, Legends Night Part 2 happening this weekend at Birds Isle. Tickets can be purchased at
at CY's Music, that's right there by Pongyard Bridge. You can't
CY's Music, correct.
Then we have San Cas Plaza right there.
San Cas Plaza.
And then you have myself. You can contact me at 625-0064 and purchase a ticket.
What's the cost of a ticket?
$45 in advance and $50 at the door.
All right.
We still have a lot of tickets on sale. On sale. Get it. We know what at the end of the day we know what got no ticket left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Book out the place.
Book out.
It's gonna be a great night.
Right.
I'm sure of it.
No doubt.
Definitely.
No doubt.
Well, gentlemen, thank you all both so much for joining us. It's been a pleasure to hear about Legends Night Part 1 and of course the upcoming Legends Night Part 2. All right, so with that, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to wrap up the show. And so you want to stay tuned for that.
Make your summer better. Over $30,000 in cash and prizes with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win. Sign up for a smart postpaid, broadband, or VoIP plan. Use $100 or more regular prepaid credit. Do a SIM swap or text in to the short code 786. In the body of the message, enter the number of entries you would like to purchase.
No waste no time. You can be the winner of weekly prizes. All methods give you more chances to win local airline tickets, overnight stays at numerous resorts, cash prizes, gift certificates, and much, much more. One lucky person will win the grand prize valued at $10,000, courtesy of Smart and the Belize Tourism Board.
Promotion ends September 15th. So make your summer better by getting in the race to win with Smart's Summer Sweepstakes. Smart, bringing people together.
Get out and explore this weekend with Caribbean Sprinter. With our ferries, you'll get to San Pedro, Belize City, and Key Cocker faster and smarter. Visit Caribbean Sprinter online at sprinter.bz.
My Social Security is your secure online account to manage all your Social Security information.
My Social Security launched in March 2021 with registration service to apply online for new or replacement Social Security cards. Upgrades to My Social Security continues with a new look, enhanced customer experience, and its newest feature, Sickness Benefit Online application. With My Social Security, you can create your account, log in, and take control of your Social Security information. This includes applying for a new or replacement Social Security card for yourself, child, or dependent. Make appointments online and submit your complete sickness benefit claim package. Our customer care team is here to provide you, our valued customers, with real-time support. Connect with one of our customer care agents through direct messages on WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, or live chat, or follow our YouTube channel for more information. Social Security at your fingertips. My Social Security.
Welcome back, and thanks for sticking with us on this Thursday morning. We had 3 great conversations. Starting things off, we were joined by Let's Go Belizeing to talk to us about their initiative, the Belizeing Tourism Innovation Lab. It's a space where they are providing tourism companies an opportunity to transition into that digital platform or digital space. In our second segment, we were joined by NextGen to talk to us about their presence at Expo 2023. And I mean, Paul, they gave you so many reasons why you might want to make the switch.
And it was during that conversation that I remember and realized I'm actually a customer of theirs. And so their service is great. I have no complaints. I have no complaints, and so it's definitely one of those services for internet at least that I would recommend you check out for yourself and weigh your options when it comes to internet provision. They're definitely leading in terms of the technological services that they have when it comes to internet at least. So I big them up for that one. And then of course in our third conversation, we had our good friends, Gladden father and son, talking with us about Legends Night Part 2 that goes down this Friday night inside the...
it's over at the
Birds Isle.
Yes.
Oh, you forget that place?
No, I can't. The word lost me.
The venue of Legends. Birds Isle this Friday night, $45 for tickets in advance and $50 at the door.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to miss it. It's an opportunity for the young and old to come together and celebrate the legends of Belizean music. Give them their flowers now while they're here, especially in the September celebrations. But that's about it, Paul. We want to say happy birthday to whoever is celebrating their birthday today, or if you're just celebrating it for the entire month. This is a month of celebration.
Yeah, a lot of September borns.
Yes.
One thing.
So if you have any birthday shout outs you'd like to give, or if you simply have questions or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com.
Or if you want to catch us live, you can catch us live every single day on our Facebook page at Open Your Eyes BC.
As well as Instagram for behind the scenes contents at OYEBC. But thank you so much for joining us. And please join us again tomorrow as you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts.
Have a great Thursday.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.